Today we are going to create some amazing effects that these big YouTubers use in their videos using Capcut. No After Effects needed. I know, it's a bold claim, but trust me, it's possible. First up, let us make this glowing line. It's super easy but a little bit tricky. Import your background into Capcut and add a text layer. Extend it to the end of your video clip. Change the default text to a long line by clicking on the pause button and the underscore button until you get something like this. Go to this panel and change the color of this line to any color of your choice. I am going for this sleek orange shade. Now let's add some glow to our line. Scroll down to the glow option and adjust the intensity and range to your liking. You can also change the glow color here. Next, let's stretch out our line and adjust its position. Now let's make our line a compound clip. To do this, right click on your mouse and select this option. Hold on, there is more. Let's add a mask to our line. Go to video, then mask, and choose the horizontal option. Rotate it to 90 degrees and drag it to the starting point of your glowing line. Click on the keyframe button, scroll down to feather and make it 10. Drag your cursor to another frame. Also drag your horizontal mask a little further and click on the keyframe button. Repeat this process until you get to the end of the glowing line. And voila, you have this amazing effect. But do you see how slow it is? Well, let's crank up the speed a little bit, shall we? I tried different options until I got satisfied with this 10x mode. Pretty slick, right? Now let's move on to the next effect. We are going to create this number counting effect. Import your background. I want a 3-number display, so I will add 3 text layers and arrange them like this. You can also do 4 or more depending on what you want to display. Turn off the visibility for 2 of the text layers and click on the first one, this one. Go to the text edit panel and put a list of numbers from 1 to 0 or from 0 to 9 in this format. Then drag the list of the numbers down below the middle of the background video. Now let's add some keyframes. Scroll down to the text of the timeline and drag your cursor to a point far from the starting point. Make a keyframe there and then remove the minus sign in the y-axis and manually place it properly on the middle line. Repeat this process for the other 2 text layers. Make sure you arrange your keyframes like this. This keyframe means the first number 5 will come here. This keyframe means the second number 9 will come here, and the last keyframe 8 in this format: slow, slower, slowest. And you have this effect. Now make this a compound clip and click on the mask button. Select the rectangle mask and properly scale it down to fit the 3 numbers. Take your cursor to the frame where the 3 numbers are revealed on the screen. Head over to video, scroll down to motion blur and reduce it to 60 or below. In this case, I'm going to use 68, your choice. Now let's crank up the speed again. It looks pretty slow. Interesting. Let's get more creative with this. Are you ready? Go to the text panel, add 3 text layers and arrange them like this. Change each one of the new text layers to the exact set of numbers you want to display. Properly fit them on each of those numbers that are in the max rectangle. Change each of the colors to green, yellow, red, just about any color or maybe your favorite color, and give each a glow. If this isn't smooth enough for you, you can go ahead and adjust each of the text layers. Bro, this is sponsorship time. This channel is at 70 subs right now and your subscription will greatly help us get to 1,000. Click on the red button and you would have made me smile. Cheers. The last effect is this one. In theory, it's easy to make, but in practical, well, let's find out. Import your background again into Capcut. I'm going to use this background because, well, let's face it, I am temporarily broke at the moment and I cannot afford to get a new background. Help me. Change the default text to a capital letter O. Scale it up till it becomes a big circle and change the font to something thin, like this one. Change the color to your favorite. Well, if you have noticed, I love orange colors. Or let's just say a little shade of orange and yellow. Well, go to animations. Scroll down until you see this clockwise. Increase the duration to 12 seconds. This also happens to be the exact duration for our background video. You get my point? Make this a copy and paste it here. Then on the original circle, remove the animation and change it to none. Scale down the size of the copied circle until it fits inside the first circle. Change the color of the first circle to white. Now let's add a countdown effect.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? Adding a countdown text.
Stop. That will take ages to complete. Here's a better and quicker method. Go to ChatGPT, tell it to create an SRT file for a 12-second countdown. Copy the code, go to your notepad. By searching notepad in this type here to search bar, paste that code and save it as a .srt file. Now back on Capcut, let's import our SRT file. Go to the text panel, click on the local caption, and select the file you previously saved as a .srt file. Drag it into the timeline and clean up the previous rubbish you were doing. Scale up the text and select a good font.
I could not find LED font, so I continued with my current font. I noticed the countdown text was a little faster than the animated circle, so I cranked up the speed of the animated circles once more to match the ending of the countdown text. And voila, you have this amazing effect. Impressive, right? In my next video, I'm going to add sound effects to this